Good morning, everybody. We are leaving the Loves in Fillmore, Utah, on our way to Bozeman, Montana. It is about 5 o'clock in the morning. We have a stop for fuel when we get to Salt Lake City. We are going to the Sapp Brothers to fuel up. Cheapest spot along the route for us. Slept through quite the little storm last night. Winds got really heavy, rocking the truck all over the place. Got a little nervous for a little bit. And I guess it lasted about 45 minutes or so. Calmed down and finally was able to get some sleep. Definitely could have used more sleep last night because it's kind of a wake off and on after that. But such is life in trucking. Still waiting for the sun to wake up. We're going to head towards Salt Lake City and we'll catch up with you then. Welcome back, guys. We are in Clearfield, Utah, just north of Salt Lake City. We had a little change of plans on fuel. I decided to stop about 80 miles south of Salt Lake City and get fuel. That way I wouldn't have to stop in the city, and also I didn't want to have to get off Interstate 15 and over to 215 to get over to Sapp Brothers, so figured I'd go ahead and just fuel up down there. It didn't make that much difference. The price was the same. However, I pulled into the fuel island and the Trendar was down, so they were not able to accept any fuel cards. And of course I used the Nastic fuel card, and I seen the mud flap thing, and I was like, well, what about mud flap? Is that working? And yeah, that works fine. Well, I had downloaded mud flap several months ago, just never used it. I'd signed up, created an account, never put in no bank account or credit card information or anything like that, so I was like, let me go check this out real quick, because it was still dark outside and there was nobody there but me. So I opened up the app real quick, logged in, and looked at the fuel prices, and Mudflap's price there at that fuel location was 16 cents a gallon cheaper than what Nastic's price was. And it said swipe to get code. I swiped to get code, and it prompted me to enter payment information. So I just got my business card out real quick, put that in. I guess you can save another 2 cents per gallon or something like that if you use your bank account, which I'll probably set that up. I'll decide. I got to see what the point system is for my credit card. But it took me less than a minute. I put in the credit card information real quick through the prompts, enter, and then swiped, got the payment, I got the code, went inside, give the man the 6-digit code, and that was it. They didn't need mileage, truck number, trailer number, anything, just that code. Good to get fuel. I said, what about receipt? Well, only if you want one. You didn't have to come in, sign for a receipt, anything. So you give absolutely zero information. You just give them the 6-digit code, go back out to the pump, fill your truck up, and leave. So simply because the Trendar was down, it opened me up to actually trying mud flap, and I could only put in 80 gallons. I suppose 80 gallons in, but I still saved around $10. I mean, I don't have the exact number, but 16 cents a gallon for 80 gallons, whatever that comes up to. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm definitely going to have to keep a closer lookout on Mudflap's prices, and if they're consistently beating Nastic, I may just have to let that fuel card go. Nastic doesn't want you using any other fuel card or fuel program if you use theirs, so I try not to, but when you're faced with needing to get fuel and you can't use a fuel card, you use whatever you can to save money. Anyhow, for those of you that haven't yet, you might want to check out Mudflap and see how it compares to whatever fuel discount program you're using. And if you're not using a discount program, you need to get started, because no sense in throwing that kind of money away. And on to the trip. We are 370 miles away. It's my route. I really haven't paid close attention to it. It's got me running across, it looks like US 20 and 191. Not real familiar with those highways. I guess I'm not really familiar with them at all. But I'm going to stop up here to take a break in a little while, and I'm actually going to look it over on the atlas and look and make sure it looks like a good route, as opposed to adding miles, trying to stay on interstate somehow, or not even sure what the options are. But since I'm getting off the interstate for that long a period of time, I want to go ahead and double check it, make sure it all looks good. It's truck GPS routing, but I still like to verify and make sure I know where I'm going. But we got, I guess, a little over 6 hours of driving left. We will be at the receiver in Bozeman, Montana, or we'll at least be in Bozeman, Montana, figure out where we're going to park. This isn't no large place with lots of truck docks or anything like that. It's more of a store type place, I think. So probably find us a truck stop in the area, see how close we can get. That way we can get up in the morning and get this thing delivered. And yeah, we are entering Ogden now, so we'll catch up with y'all a little bit later. Alright folks, we made it to Idaho Falls. Jumping off of Interstate 15 here and getting on Interstate 20. Not Interstate 20, getting on US 20. We are leaving the interstate. For the rest of our trip, we'll be on Highway 20 and then Highway 191 going up into Bozeman, Montana. Not familiar with the route. Most likely I've ran it before, but it would have been years ago. It's not familiar to me right now. So if you haven't been on it, I guess we're going to learn it together. I won't be putting it all on this video. I'll probably put a couple clips on here, but I'm going to video the entire run here for just a separate video. It's highways here that a lot of people have asked about. What's it like? And you know, to be told by the people that run it all the time, oh, it's fine, it's good. I figure it might be better if you can actually see it for yourself. So we're just going to run a video on it the whole way, and then get it posted up as a separate video, so people that are looking for the route, they can actually just follow along with the video and see exactly what they're getting into. I may run this thing and think it's boring as can be, and may think nobody wants to see the route, so I guess we'll see. That's all for now. We are going to catch up with you later. Room for about 3 or 4 trucks on each side of the road here. Nice, I guess, if you want to walk back into town for a little bit or go wandering off out in the woods. Play with the bears and the bison. They say there's bison roaming. Haven't seen anything yet. But it's time to continue on to Bozeman. We don't have time to hang around, and this isn't somewhere I want to spend the night. Yeah, you have a trail there you can walk. Not sure how big it is or where it goes or anything like that, but might be a fun little walk. Now we're going to get on down the road and see what this Highway 191 looks like in the Bozeman. Nice quick stop to go play in the water, enjoy the scenery a little bit. I got soaked, dog got soaked. Now it's time to get on to Bozeman. And we made our delivery. Just a quick shot of the craziness we had to back into. You can't tell it from the video, but with that sun shining, you couldn't see anything backing in there, so it was just a slow back all the way to the dock. Thanks for watching. Please like our video and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you on the next one.